Okay guys, welcome to Mashiko Motors. The project today, working on my E39 and replacing the heater valve. And this is the heater valve, and it is located right here, just behind the hose, to the throttle body. And let's see if we can see that. It's right there, so it's right behind the hose to the throttle body. The process is to remove the intake, and that will give you access to the heater valve. And there's 3 hoses that you have to disconnect from the heater valve, and those are the coolant hoses. And like I said, this is the heater valve, so this is where the 3 hoses connect, and it is positioned like this to the wall of the vehicle. So you have 1 hose in the front and 2 hoses that has to be disconnected from the back. So the first thing that I had to do is drain coolant. So as you can see, so I used that big bucket right there to drain coolant. What I did is disconnect the auxiliary water pump, and that's where I was able to make sure to drain the coolant. So now the next step is to remove the air box, and so that it can allow me good space. And once I get that space in, then I'll be able to work on disconnecting the heater valve. Okay guys, now the air box has been removed, and to remove that, it's pretty easy. So it's held by a 10 millimeter bolt that sits right here, and from there you're just gonna go ahead and disconnect the mass airflow sensor and remove the hose. Let me see if I can get this guy off. And then you're gonna remove the hose that connects to the throttle body here, and it's also held by a clamp. And then once you remove that, that would allow you to have this much space to be able to remove your valve, your heater valve. And this is the heater valve. You got 2 hoses in the back, and then you have 1 in the front. They are all held by clamps. So I'm gonna go ahead, and also there's a connecting power right here, so just disconnect that. And then once you remove that, then disconnect the hoses, and just be careful, you might still have some coolant on those lines. And I have a catch bucket at the bottom and a couple of towels. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly disconnect and put the new one and connect it back, so that I don't lose a whole lot of coolant, hopefully. And but that's where it goes. So once you remove your air box, it will allow you this much space, and then just disconnect this front hose here and the 2 at the back, and then you can just pull up on the valve, and then pull out and up and release, and that should be able to come out of that location. And you can put the new one with the reversal of removal. And I'll show you guys once I get it installed. Okay guys, the new valve has been installed, and remember, make sure that when you disconnect the clamps, you keep an eye on them, because what they do, they will slide all the way down the hose, and you might lose them. So just keep an eye on every clamp that you disconnect. And once you do that, it's from the Mashiko Motors. This is a very easy process. It took me less than 10 minutes to remove and install. And this is the old heater valve. And, I can tell this thing has been with the vehicle from day 1. So so the new one is installed, and now I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back together. This is where I put my intake, but it's an easy process. You need a flat screwdriver. That's all you need, and I had to use the small flat screwdriver because one of the clamps was pointing a different direction. But other than that, it's a easy process, and I hope this will help somebody out there. And again, welcome to Mashiko Motors, and this was the installation, removal and installation of the heater valve on the E39. Thank you, bye.